be having a nap for the last hour and a half. Alana, go to sleep, please. That won't work, but you know. Just felt you should all be introduced to Alana's occasional nap time and bedtime. She's usually singing and chatting to herself, obviously. And she was just chatting, but she has been singing. Anyway, it's been a little while, sorry. I was going to try not to start this video with sorry, but it's happened, so deal with it. It's 2019, guys, and it's been months since my last video. The lighting at the minute here is not great because it's really miserable outside. And so I've just got a normal light on the ceiling because, as you know, I'm not really a proper YouTuber, so I don't have the proper lighting. So I just feel like my eyes are very dark because it's coming down here. I might try and find a lamp, but I don't really have one that's available, really, and that would reach. So I think you're just going to have to deal with this lighting. Maybe if I sit like this. Anyway, I'm rambling. Welcome back to my channel of wonder. It's been a long time. Many reasons. One, I just seem to be, I was going to say busy. I probably could have found time, but I didn't. My skin has been very spotty and gross lately, and it's still not great, but it's a lot better than it has been. So eventually I've kind of found time. I might cover it up like this. And thought, okay, it's not too horrendous, I can film. Because I don't tend to wear like makeup, I've got mascara and eyebrow stuff on, but I don't tend to wear like foundation and stuff because that makes my skin even worse. Yeah, so I'm just dealing with what I got. So yes, Happy New Year! Hope you all had a lovely Christmas and New Year, and you've, you know, you're ready to crack on with 2019. Now it's the, what is it, the 5th, it's Saturday the 5th, so we're still in the first week. I don't know if people have made resolutions or goals or not. I've not really got a resolution as such, just sort of vague things that I want to do. Obviously last year's resolution was to lose weight, which I have done. I lost 38 pounds, I think. Probably should have looked that up before this video, shouldn't I? Let's have a look what it says. 37 pounds overall, I think, 37 or 38, I don't know. And 31 pounds lost last year. 2 of them put back on over Christmas, but that shouldn't take me too long. We've nearly finished the chocolate, and meals are kind of back to normal now, so you know, I'm pretty comfortable with that. 2 pounds should drop off in a couple of weeks. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. But I've got my friend's hen do, which will be very, very exciting, and I am in charge. Me and Nikki are organising that, so I won't give too much away because I'll post this before the hen do and I don't want stuff to happen. But as I'm kind of in charge of foodie stuff, I'm in charge of what we're buying, so there will be snacks, obviously, there has to be, but I don't have to eat them, I guess. But I'm also going to have a good time, so it doesn't matter anyway. Because I've been maintaining, I hit my goal, can't even think when I hit it. I don't know, but I've been maintaining for months now, so it's not a problem. I know I can do it, and I can do it with moderation of all sorts of things. Sorry if you can still hear Alana. She's meant to be asleep for the last hour and a half, so I'm not surprised she's still chatting away. It doesn't matter. She decides that she doesn't want to sleep, she doesn't want to have a nap. She'll just go to sleep easier, hopefully tonight. Hopefully. Yeah, she normally has about a 2.5 hour nap still in the afternoon. But sometimes, not very often, but sometimes she just chats to herself for 2.5 hours. But she's still happy. She's not crying or anything. She's just chatting to herself. So we leave her there. She's fine. Meant that I've been able to get a few bits and bobs done. So this year, as we'll get back to it, I have decided, other than those £2, I don't have to worry about that. That's just going to happen. That's not a resolution. It's just going to happen. My main goal is budgeting this year. So we've gone through what we have to spend our money on, you know, sort of rent sort of type stuff, petrol, all of that, food, internet, things like that. We're keeping our Netflix and Spotify because that's what we want to do. If we were absolutely desperate, then obviously we would get rid of them. I don't know whether we'd get rid of Spotify, because as a Zumba instructor I kind of rely on my Spotify, so I need that. But Netflix is, you know, that's a nice thing to have, but we don't need it. So yeah, I mean, we don't have Sky or Virgin or whatever the other things are now or anything like that. We just have Freeview and Netflix. So I don't think we do too bad, really. And yeah, so this year we're hoping to buy a house, which is a little bit daunting. We don't know where yet, so we don't know how much we're going to kind of need. So yeah, basically this year is all about budgeting and then spending a lot of money all at once. So yes, I mean, we've been being careful over the last sort of 3 or 4 years, something like that. It got to the point where we were just like, where has all our money gone? Because we didn't really have anything to show for it. We just were living within our means. We're not in debt or anything, but we just weren't saving as we should have been, especially when I was working as well. Obviously I'm not really working now, I'll do Zumba, but that's it really. Yeah, so as I don't really have a proper job, that's kind of what I do. And recently I have been trying to earn some extra money, so I have been looking at, as they're called, side hustles. So I'll be going into stuff more in depth in individual videos. One thing I was doing, and I will put some affiliate links down below, for Oh My Dosh, which is an online, I don't know what they would call it, it's like a trial or a sign up website. So you could sign up to Which, for example, you know, like the product advice magazine, I don't know what it's called. Or, okay, you could sign up to BT Broadband if you're a new customer. All these things like new customer sign-up deals. So you'd get a really good deal, but also Oh My Dosh would give you money for you to sign up. However, some really important things are to make sure that you read the terms and conditions and you remember to unsubscribe from anything that you don't want to continue on the subscription for, because otherwise you'll end up spending money when you don't actually want to. But I've made profit from that website over £200. £240 I think it was, nearly 250. And I've also recently started doing matched betting, I forgot what it's called then. So I know a lot of people in my life are quite scared about me doing this because they see it as gambling, and it kind of is, but as long as you do it right and you learn what you're meant to do so that you're doing it all correctly and you read the terms and conditions and you're very careful, then again, it's actually risk-free. You just have to, so you put a bet on and you lay it off, and then you get a free bet if it's signing up offers. Usually, say for example, So you're with a bookie, and then you lay off with a different bookie or an exchange. So you do a qualifying bet of £10. So you have to put a £10 bet on, but then you get a £10 free bet or whatever their sign up offer is. So you put £10 on over here, you put £10 on over here. So this one says this team's going to win on football. This one says this team is not going to win. So that's a lose or a draw. So then you pretty much even out. You will lose some money. You'll lose like 20, 40p depending on the size of the bet and the odds on the first bet. But then on the second bet, you've got a £10 free bet over here. So you haven't actually put any money in here. And over here, you lay it off with £10. So on a £10 bet, you usually make like between £6 and £8. They say like 80%, but then if you less the exchange 5% or whatever you're paying commission, I usually make about £7 off of a £10 free bet. So yeah, I'm probably going to be giving that up soon because I'm part of Profit Accumulator is a matched betting website which gives you the information that you need and loads of good videos to help you understand what you're meant to do, as well as in written form if that suits you better. But for me, I learn better from videos and like seeing what you're meant to do instead of just having it as a written down list of instructions. And it's got like a calculator to help you work out what you need to do, basically. Again, I'll put an affiliate link down below. It doesn't cost you anything extra to use my affiliate links on any other stuff down below, but it may give you a bonus and it will give me a bonus as well. So feel free to sign up. Profit Accumulator is a monthly subscription. So you do have to pay, I think it's usually $17.99. I got my first month for $8.99, I think it was, before Christmas, because it was some special offer they were doing at the time. But now it's £17.99 a month. So yeah, just figure out if you want to do it. It does take time, especially the first little while, first few weeks you're doing it. You've got to really sit down and make sure you're doing it correctly. There's some great forums and stuff on their website, but also on Facebook. The millionaire, who's a YouTuber, also is on Facebook, and she's got a Profit Accumulator Facebook group page thingy, and they're really helpful. I wrote a question on there the other day, and because I was quite scared, because I was doing a £100 qualifier bet for a £100 free bet, and £100 is a lot of money, so I got scared that I hadn't done it right, and I needed to make sure that I'd done it right so that it was all fine. Anyway, someone came on and said, yes, you've done it fine. I took some screenshots to show them, and they said, yeah, it looks like you've done it great, brilliant. And yeah, I got my free bet through. So I've split that into two £50 bets. So I've got one on, because you need to have a lot of money. I'll explain that in another video when I've written down exactly what I need to say. Because can you tell? I'm just kind of talking. Yeah, so budgeting and kind of earning a little bit of extra money on the side is my sort of New Year's goal. I'm going to say resolution. Also, Prolific Academic is a survey, an online surveys website. Again, I will put an affiliate link down below. Actually, I don't know if they do affiliate. Anyway, I think it is, so it'll go down below. And it sends you, or gives you the chance to join surveys that are linked to universities and research projects and scientific things and psychological things, and it's actually really interesting. It's not just market research, like I guess some of them are, but most of them are actually interesting surveys, and you're kind of fairly rewarded for doing the surveys. You've got to make sure you pay attention to them because they're actually important, and they're helping a person and not just a massive corporation. So yeah, I find them interesting. One of them I did was about the use of made-up words in children's books, and it was a 3-part survey. So I had to sort of see if they just sort of tried to check whether I remembered the words and what the meanings were and all that sort of stuff on the 3rd survey a week later. And yeah, you got paid for it. It varies, obviously. Some of them are 20p, but then it might be only for a minute. So you're like, okay. Whereas some of them are for 20 minutes, but then it might be £4. You're like, okay, that's fair enough. Obviously, it's not a wage, but it's a good little boost. And if you withdraw your money £20 or above, then you'd have to pay commission. You can use PayPal or Circle to withdraw your money from there. Anyway, you can withdraw as long as it's over £5. You can withdraw it from Prolific Academic, but you have to pay, like, I don't know, whatever the percentage is that PayPal and Circle say. So it's worth waiting until you've got 20 quid in there, I think. And yeah, again, I'll do another video on that. So budgeting and side hustles. Yes. Yeah, I will do an update on my sort of weight and routine thing, because it's not really a weight loss anymore. But I can show you side by side in that one as to what I used to weigh, what I am, because yeah, I'm really happy with where I am now. But yeah, and oh, since the last time I was on here on my channel, my friend Rach has had her baby. That was actually ages ago now. He's almost 5 months old. But I'm sure Rachel must have been in my videos where she was pregnant. I can't even remember. Probably should have watched the last video, really. Yeah, this video is actually really long now, and it's just me nattering on. So just watch this space. I will be back. I was gonna try and make a weekly video on a specific day, but I fear I'm not very good at keeping to those deadlines, am I? From previous experience, I know that. Maybe that should be my New Year's resolution. Life just gets in the way sometimes, doesn't it? Life and laziness. I always feel like I've got such a wrinkly forehead. Look, I don't know many other people's faces that do that. At least not women. Usually old, middle-aged men, isn't it? Oh, whoopsie. Apparently I ran out of storage, had to go through and delete a load of stuff, and now I'm also running out of battery. So we're going to end this video there. Happy New Year, everybody. Look forward to seeing you a lot more, or at least you seeing me a lot more. Perhaps I'll do some vloggy sort of style stuff with Alana, and yeah, happy 2019! Boop, 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 boop.